Rubber match here from Jefferson City. Mars Hill took game one of this doubleheader by a final score of 9-3. And even though it was a 6-run contest, the score was much closer than the game actually was. Mars Hill took over that game. Incredible appearance from starting pitcher Dylan Vega. And Carson-Newman hoping that their starting pitcher can make an impact. Colton Kaysen has been one of the best pitchers in Division II this year, an 11-1 record. The first pitch is in for a strike, and our first pitch today at 3:33 this afternoon. 0-1 count to Alec Yount, who takes a pitch outside for ball one. Colton Kaysen, the true freshman, 12 appearances, 12 starts, an 11-1 record with a 2.28 ERA in 75 innings pitched, has been one of the best pitchers not only in the SAC but in the country as he gets a swinging strike from Alec Yount. After Yount, Walker Fox, Tarek Baumgartner, and Peyton Starkey bat 2 through 4. Ball will miss outside on a slider for 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yount hoping to have a better series than what his first 2 games have shown, only 1 hit to show in both games combined. He'll foul off pitch number 5 of the at-bat, and the at-bat will continue with a 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2 from Kaysen. And it's a little dribbler back up to Kaysen. He gloves it, flips it on to first. In time for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Kaysen gets the 1-3 ground out, grounded into by Alec Yount. And it brings up Walker Fox, who reached base safely in all 6 plate appearances last time around. Did go 4 for 5, reaching on an error in his penultimate plate appearance. First pitch is taken low to Walker Fox for ball 1. One-0 delivery, checked his swing on a pitch that missed high. 2 balls and no strikes. Really not a whole lot of changes to the batting order for Mars Hill from game 1 to game 2. Evan Grant, who came in as a pinch hitter, is now the left fielder. He will be the starting left fielder, batting 8th. 9th pitch of the inning is an outside called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Two-one delivery from Kaysen. It's a hard hit ground ball to second. Picked up by Cole Nathan. Throw on to first is in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down after the 4-3 ground out. It brings up the designated hitter, Tarek Baumgartner. Baumgartner in game 1 had 2 hits, went 2 for 5 with a hit by pitch. He dribbles one, just staying inside the foul line on the first pitch. He sees straight to the first baseman, Floyd. Floyd steps on the bag himself for the out. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Eagles coming up to bat next on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Starting pitcher for Mars Hill, Jake Wagoner, the senior, 0-4 on the year, a .995 ERA. The Eagles are hoping if they can get the offense going, it's against Wagoner. Wagoner, the pitcher for Mars Hill, the senior from Greensboro, North Carolina, out of Northern Guilford High School, is the starting arm in this 7-inning rubber match contest between Carson-Newman and Mars Hill. The Eagles hoping for a win in this one and a series win by Anderson over Lenore-Rhine in order to clinch a hosting spot. Anderson towards the bottom of the SAC standings, LR currently sitting in second, so it is certainly a tall task, especially with LR knowing what they are playing for. Ryan Jenkins steps into the box to take on Wagoner, and we're set to go here in the bottom of the first. First offering from Wagoner is spoiled foul down the right field line. It's Ryan Jenkins followed by Spencer Williams and Logan Floyd this inning. Here comes the second pitch. It's a called strike, moves the count to 0-2. It then goes Cole Nathan, then Aiden Gibson, the third baseman, bats in the 5-hole. The 0-2 from Wagoner is lifted high, popped into foul territory. Reaching over in foul ground to make the play is the first baseman, Chappell Matson. Spencer Williams the next to grab a bat after the foul out to first by Ryan Jenkins. One gone in the inning and nobody on. First pitch taken low, ball one. It's the first miss today by Wagoner in 4 pitches. Little dribbler over towards second base. Picked up by Starkey. The throw on to Matson is in time. A 4-3 ground out, and there's 2 gone for Logan Floyd. Carson-Newman won the series opener by a final score of 3-2, and dropped game 2 9-3. First pitch called strike to Logan Floyd, and the count moves to no balls and a strike. Pitch taken low for called strike 2. Now the 0-2 trying to get out of the inning unscathed. He rips it foul down the third baseline. Just barely landed foul, says the third base umpire, James Warfield. Last game's home plate umpire, now the third base umpire. John Poulin is the first base umpire. Jeremy Brooks is behind the plate calling today's balls and strikes. Fouled off yet again down the third baseline. We'll do it again on what's going to be the 10th pitch of the inning for Wagoner. 5th pitch of the at-bat with only 2 pitches showing on the scoreboard with that 0-2 count. First ball of the at-bat will miss away. Ball and 2 strikes to Floyd, with Cole Nathan standing on deck. Fouled off yet again. It's a classic pitcher-hitter battle through 6 pitches, a 7th on the way. Next from Wagoner to Floyd. One, two. This one's blooped over towards third base, picked up by Potts. The throw to Matson in time, and the battle goes to Wagoner. 3 up, 3 down on both sides of the field. as we head to the second next on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Colton Kaysen back out for his second inning of work. He got through the first inning scoreless through 3 groundouts. Back to the pitcher to second and a 3 unassisted in the top of the first. Top of the second will feature Peyton Starkey, Chappell Matson, and Jackson Jones to take on the freshman phenom, Colton Kaysen. Kaysen, one of the top athletes in the South Atlantic Conference, let alone the fact that he's still just in his freshman year. And if he develops at a consistent pace, will be a really dangerous pitcher in the SAC for years to come. First pitch will miss low to Peyton Starkey, and it's ball 1. Other ball misses. 2 balls and no strikes, 13 pitches, 7 have gone for strikes for Kaysen through his appearance today. Called a strike, 3 pitches taken by Starkey and has worked himself into a 2-1 count. Fouled off, and the count moves to 2-2. Matson and Jones also due up this inning. If one of them reaches, Carter Potts, who's the 7-hole hitter, is set to bat after that. Flags are moving out towards left center field. Here's the 2-2 offering, and it misses low. Full count to Starkey. A dribbler back up the middle, picked up by Nathan. The throw on to first is in time. That's 4 batters, 4 groundouts induced by Colton Kaysen. And it brings up Chappell Matson with 1 away. Matson hitting .288 on the season. First pitch he sees is fouled back into the netting for strike 1. Matson went 2 for 3 in game 1 of this doubleheader with a single, a double, a walk, and a fly out to left. The 0-1 called a strike. Oh-2. This one's laced towards short, diving glove. Ryan Jenkins goes full extension to make the play. So Matson lines out on an excellent play by Jenkins. He's been making plays left, right, and center all weekend against the Lions. And so that will bring up Jackson Jones with 2 away and another excellent grab from the shortstop. First pitch to Jenkins is inside for the left-handed hitting center fielder, but it's called a strike. Oh, 1 blooped over towards left field. This one's tailing foul and will land in foul territory for strike 2. Hit well by Jackson Jones. Back towards center field. Trey Miller on the warning track will reach up and make the play in dead center. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions for the second consecutive frame. We head to the bottom of the second on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
It's only the 4th start of the season for starting pitcher Jake Wagner, making his 13th appearance. Most of them have been out of the bullpen, but is making a start against a top 25 team in Carson-Newman. He'll have to take on the 4, 5, 6 portion of the batting order: Cole Nathan, Aiden Gibson, and Seth Benner. Nathan's hitting .346 on the season. A wind and fire on a ground ball, hit over towards third. Potts picks it up, fires onto first, but it will pull Matson off the bag. Another look at that on Flow Sports. Nice diving grab by Potts there, and just the throw was a little offline on the infield single by Cole Nathan. And we'll bring up Aiden Gibson, the third baseman, with a runner aboard. First runner on base today for either team. Lays down the bunt perfectly, but the throw will go down to short. The force out is there. The throw on to first is not in time, and safe is the ruling on Gibson. So an excellent play by Anderson. He throws it down to the shortstop, Yount, to make the play. And now time is called before the Seth Benner at bat. A swing and a miss. The throw down on the steal attempt. The tag is made, and the tag is there. 2-4 on the swing and a miss. Just an excellent throwdown from Anderson, and how about that? The catcher has been making plays left and right, and Dawson Anderson is really responsible for both outs on the scoreboard right now. It was a swing and a miss from Seth Benner. Now faces an 0-1. Breaking ball drops into the zone for strike 2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a drop third strike. The throw from Anderson down to Matson. So Anderson gets a piece of every out. He gets an assist on all 3 outs as the Lions face the minimum the unconventional way. That's it for the first 2 innings of play here in Jefferson City. Scoreless through 2 on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here for the third inning, Carter Potts leads the inning off for Mars Hill. First pitch from Colton Kaysen finds its way into the zone for a strike. Second pitch of the at-bat also finds its way into the zone for strike two. Carter Potts, Evan Grant, and Dawson Anderson due up this inning. Now here comes the 0-2 to Potts. Chopping ground ball over towards third, but foul. Colton Kaysen has been the 7-inning guy all season for Carson-Newman. It's been a big reason of why he has built up that 11-1 record is he's able to go 6-7 innings and has done so with efficiency. And a big part of that is a big swing and a miss on Potts is what he does so good with every batter from every team that he's faced so far. And it will bring up Evan Grant for his second plate appearance of the series. Came in as a pinch hitter in game one of this doubleheader. And was hit by a pitch. That was the first and only pitch he saw. First pitch from Kaysen to Grant is a swing and a miss for strike one. After the called strike, the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes to Evan Grant with Dawson Anderson standing on deck. It's been 7 up, 7 down for Colton Kaysen through 30 pitches thus far. The 1-2, big swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeout swinging. Carter Potts and Evan Grant line up to go punch out for Colton Kaysen. Only base hit and only base runner for either side has belonged to Carson-Newman thus far. A swing and a miss from Anderson for strike one. He had a sneakily good game in game one of this doubleheader. 3 for 4, including a walk and an RBI. Anderson was one of the best hitters in the lineup of the 16 hits the Lions got. He tags one out towards center field. Trey Miller camps underneath it, and that'll do it for the inning. A quick 1-2-3 inning. First time through the batting order. No base runners allowed by Colton Kaysen as we head to the bottom of the third. Next on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Bottom of the order for Carson-Newman as Jake Wagoner has faced the minimum through 6 batters. Dawson Anderson just popping out of the dugout after he flew out to center field to end the Mars Hill half of this inning. Through one time through the batting order on the top half of the line score. Ryan Bolton, Frankie Delgado, and Trey Miller, the 7, 8, 9 portion of the order, do up this frame for Carson-Newman. Bolton came in as a defensive replacement and a pinch hitter, relieved Braxton Smith last inning, where he went 1 for 2 with 2 RBI, including a 2-run home run over the left field wall in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch swinging, he fouls it off for strike 1. A 1 offering. Down the middle for strike 2. Bolton's behind 0-2. Ball taken low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Chopper foul. It was laced down the first baseline, but just to the left or to the right of the first baseline. Keeps the at-bat alive. Couple big names going off the board at the NFL draft as there's a fly ball into right field. That'll fall into the glove of Fox out in right field. So Ryan Bolton will fly out to right and bring up Frankie Delgado, the catcher, who's batting .273. Ollie Gordon, the Oklahoma State running back, who was in the Heisman conversation preseason before the season got underway, and Oklahoma State didn't quite turn out to be who everyone thought they were going to be. Go to the Miami Dolphins. And the first pitch to Delgado. He pokes it opposite way. This one's flaring into fair territory. It one hops off the wall, and Delgado will pull in with a stand-up one-out double. Delgado gets into scoring position for Trey Miller, and a good opportunity for Carson-Newman to take its first lead of the day. And it brings up Trey Miller, the center fielder, batting .324 on the season in the final game of the regular season for both Mars Hill and Carson-Newman. Ball goes downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. So a 1-0 count with 1 away. And it fouls it off his own shin, and quickly ruled as a foul ball by Jeremy Brooks, the home plate umpire. Other than that, the other big name, I guess it's always a big name when a quarterback goes at the draft, Syracuse quarterback Kyle McCord to the Philadelphia Eagles to sit behind Jalen Hurts. And the first place kicker taken as well. Chopping ground ball back up to the pitcher, Wagner. The throw on to first. He threw the fastball over to the first baseman, Matson, to get the out. Delgado goes up to third base. So back to the top of the order after the ground out. Ryan Jenkins will need to get a base hit or reach on an error in order to score Delgado from third. Either that or having a wild pitch, pass ball, something here that would help the Eagles. First pitch, foul ball for Ryan Jenkins. He popped up foul to the first baseman the last time up. The 0-1 taken low. 4:03 our time, so that means the Anderson-Lenore-Rhine baseball game getting underway. We will certainly be keeping our eyes on that one and how that shakes out down in Anderson, South Carolina. Pitch down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch falls in, but inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. And an update from that, the latest from Anderson, first pitch has been pushed back another 2 hours. So that means this entire Carson-Newman Mars Hill series will have run its 3-game course before the first pitch of Anderson LR. Fly ball down the left field line. That drops in for extra bases. Ryan Jenkins will pull into second with an RBI double. Delgado scores from third, and it's 1-0 Eagles. Solid piece of hitting from Jenkins, and almost identical to the double that Frankie Delgado hit just 2 batters ago. And it brings up Spencer Williams with a chance to drive in Jenkins from scoring position as well. First pitch low and inside to the left-handed hitting Williams against the right-handed pitcher Jake Wagner. (1-0) fouled off, and it's strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, while our game was in between games 1 and game 2, Carson-Newman softball has a final score, winning 6-3 over rival Tusculum to advance to the SAC semifinals. 1-1 taken too low. 2 balls and a strike to Spencer Williams. Ball taken low from Williams, 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1. Ball 4 outside. Williams draws the walk. The inning will continue for Logan Floyd. And time will be called as we will see a pitching change for Mars Hill. Most of the time we've seen Zach Honeycutt come out and have a conversation, but this time the assistants prevailing. The assistant coaches Michael Fitchson, Brian Smart, and Cole McGee for Mars Hill. And I don't believe I'm missing any sporting events, but with Carson-Newman's home win against Tusculum today, I believe Carson-Newman is 11-0 against Tusculum here in Jefferson City this academic year across all sports. In fact, it is just a men's basketball loss on the road and a men's soccer loss on the road that are Carson-Newman's only losses to Tusculum in any sport this season. A line drive down the left field line, just landing foul for Logan Floyd. So no balls and a strike after the loud strike one on the foul ball from Floyd. 2 runners aboard, 1 run is already in this inning. Look back towards second. Now Wagoner fires the 0-1 down the middle for strike 2. We'll have an update from around the South Atlantic Conference baseball scores in just a moment as well. And if not, next inning. Look back towards second. Here's the 0-2, a swing and a miss on Logan Floyd. And Floyd will go down on strikes, but a run does score. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We're through 3 complete. It's Carson-Newman 1, Mars Hill 0 on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Fourth inning underway. Colton Kaysen will finally go through the second time through the Mars Hill batting order after sitting down the starting 9 in order in innings 1 through 3. So back to the top of the order for Alec Yount. Yount grounded back out to Kaysen his last time up. He'll wait on the first pitch, and it falls out of the zone for ball 1. Carson-Newman a run on 3 hits. Mars Hill looking for its first base runner. The 1-0 called a strike outside. For Carson-Newman, it's a sigh of relief getting a run so early in the ball game after being shut out through the first 8 offensive innings last game. Fly ball hit over towards right field. Spencer Williams will reach up and make the play. So 1 gone will bring up Walker Fox, grounded out to short last time up back in the first. A hard hit ball into center field, left center field, but Trey Miller is able to track it down. First pitch swinging goes Walker Fox and flies out to left center field. Brings up Tarek Bumgardner, 2 flyouts in the inning, 1 to center and 1 to right. Trend continues, and Ryan Bolton should be ready to make a play on the right-handed hitting Tarek Bumgardner. So a ball and no strikes with 2 away. Bumgardner looking to just to get aboard. Kaysen misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Two 2-0, missing again for ball 3. In danger of losing the designated hitter, Bumgardner, with a 3-0 count. Have to expect the red light is on here. 3-0 down Main Street for a called strike one. Foul ball back into the screen for strike two. Payoff pitch. This one's slammed over towards third, but it's ripped foul. Kaysen has done a nice job. It's been 3 straight strikes, including that foul ball, after it was 3 straight balls to make it a 3-0 count. So he's done a nice job of working himself back into the count. Payoff once more. Swing and a miss. Delgado kept it in his glove, and that's out number 3. Bumgardner strikes out, swinging for strikeout number 3 for Colton Kaysen. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Bottom of the 4th, up next on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Colt Nathan leads the inning off here in the bottom of the 4th. The Eagles have 3 base hits to Mars Hill's none and have a 1-0 lead to go along with it. Little dribbler back up to the mound. Wagoner will pick it up and fire onto first. Quick 1-3 ground out, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Eagles' 4th. Brings up Aiden Gibson. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He takes a first pitch ball downstairs from Jake Wagoner on pitch 41 of the afternoon. 1-0, ball high and away. So with that L.R. Anderson series not beginning until 6 o'clock this evening, it's really going to be a whole bunch of watching Flow Sports, looking at the live stats and scoreboard watching for Carson-Newman after this series is over. Ball upstairs for ball 3. If you're just tuning in or wondering why that series is so impactful, well, if Carson-Newman wins this game, including the loss in Game 1 of this doubleheader, would need Anderson to win the series against Lenoir-Rhyne in order to host the first round of the SAC baseball tournament. Gibson takes a pitch high, and it's ball 4 to get the first base runner of the inning. DH Seth Benner struck out his last time up. Called strike for strike number 1. It's an 0-1 count. An 0-1 count on the way. It's a ball downstairs that just misses the zone. One ball, one strike. Runner goes on a hit and run. It's straight to the third baseman, and the hit and run doesn't work out as the line out turns into a double play. So that'll do it for things here in the fourth. Still a 1-0 Carson-Newman lead on a nice play by Potts. The throw over to Matson gets 2 on the same play. We'll be back for the fifth on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Colton Kaysen back out on the bump for inning number 5, taking on Peyton Starkey to lead the inning off. He's followed by Chappell Matson and Jackson Jones in the frame, the 4-5-6 portion of the Lions batting order. So Starkey is ready to go. First pitch from Kaysen. This one's hit well into left center field. Miller gives chase. He reaches up, can't hold on to the ball. First base runner and first base hit for Mars Hill. It's a stand-up double into left center field for Peyton Starkey. Miller gave it every ounce of effort and nearly got all the way there. Had it in his glove, just could not survive the ground. So it puts a runner into scoring position to lead off the fifth. It breaks up 4 perfect innings and a stretch of 12 up, 12 down to start the day, as it will bring up Chappell Matson. Matson looking to drive in that run to tie the game. He shows bunt, lays it down the third base line. The play's at first base as Kaysen picks it up and fires to first on a sacrifice 1-3. Starkey up to third, and that sets up a sacrifice fly opportunity. If Jackson Jones can put it into the outfield as he did in his at-bat back in the second, Starkey could score from third, and we'd have a tie game at 1. First pitch fouled back, strike 1. Jackson Jones hitting .299 on the season. Freshman from Gibbonsville, North Carolina. Take a look back at game 1 of this doubleheader. It's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. This will score a run as Nathan fires onto Floyd. It's not in time, and it's a run-scoring error. As Jones will reach on the throwing error by Gibson. So this ball game is now tied at 1 run apiece, with Peyton Starkey crossing the plate. Brings up Carter Potts with a runner aboard and 1 away. Pickoff back to first, but again, it's Jones back in safely. I was mentioning Jackson Jones last game went 1 for 4 with a walk, striking out twice. First pitch back up the middle. Kaysen gloves it. Throw to first. Like lightning. Blink and you missed it. Kaysen induces a line-out double play to end the frame. Mars Hill strikes for a run. We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth. Kaysen, the reflexes, and the out here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Jake Wagner back out for his fifth inning of work, having a bit more confidence as he's no longer in line for what would have been a losing decision after Mars Hill has tied the game. Bottom of the order, Ryan Bolton shows bunt, pulls back, does not fool Jeremy Brooks as it's called a strike. Waits on the 0-1 offering, a swing and a miss for strike two. Bolton flew out to right his last time up. This was the portion of the batting order that scored a run for Carson-Newman back in the third. Delgado doubled, was driven in by Jenkins with 2 outs. We'll see if they can reproduce that magic. The 0-2 fouled off on top of the third base dugout where Carson-Newman occupies, and that's pitch number 50 for Jake Wagner. Well, if Carson-Newman does not host in the first round of the SAC baseball tournament, as a ball will miss low and away, 1-2 the count, this will be the final home event of the 2024-25 academic year. Of course, Carson-Newman baseball holding out hope that Anderson can produce for them against LR. 1-2, ripped back up the middle, unable to get there is Yount. And it's a leadoff single for Ryan Bolton. Gets Frankie Delgado to the plate with 1 aboard. But if LR holds on and wins that series against Anderson, then this game will put a bow on an excellent home season for Carson-Newman. Undefeated at home in beach volleyball. Shows bunt, pulls back. And it's ball 1. An excellent record here at home for Carson-Newman baseball. 20-6 at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex this season. Ball taken low, and the count's even at 1-1. 1-1 shows bunt, puts it down, but it's fouled off. Delgado looking to repeat that magic from the third inning when he doubled. One, two, ball downstairs. Counts even. Two is taken inside for ball 3. Delgado puts it in the air into center field. Jones camps underneath it, will reach up and make the play. In left center field, Bolton retreats back to first. So one gone for Trey Miller. Miller 0 for 1 today. He grounded out back to the pitcher, Wagner, back in the third inning. First pitch swinging on a hit and run opportunity. Miller fouls it off. So an 0-1. Runner at first is Ryan Bolton. Wagner sets and fires on another foul ball. Back-to-back foul balls will get Wagner up to 60 pitches on the afternoon. In a 1-1 ball game, Carson-Newman and Mars Hill have been locked in a battle this entire series. Carson-Newman barely eked out a 3-2 win in yesterday's contest. Here comes the 0-2. Hit high and a pop-up foul out of play. Ball taken low. Trey Miller looking to at least advance Bolton into scoring position with this at-bat. Wagner looking for the punch-out, which would be his third of the afternoon. Pickoff back to first, but a balk is called. John Poulin pointing and that was maybe the most enthusiastic balk call I have ever seen, and now Poulin is explaining exactly what Wagner did wrong. And a ground ball over to third. The fire on to first is in time on a 5-3 ground out. So Bolton stays still at second after the balk call. And Ryan Jenkins will be the next to grab a bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. And this is setting up exactly to be what it was in the third inning. 2 outs, runner at second when Ryan Jenkins doubled. There's actually a runner at third, but a runner in scoring position regardless as Jenkins takes the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 taken well outside, counts even. One and one, look back towards second. Wagner, a long look, now fires the 1-1, gets Jenkins to swing over the top of it for strike two. Should Jenkins reach, Spencer Williams stands in the on-deck circle. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Jenkins will strike out. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base through 5 complete here in our 7-inning contest. It's Mars Hill 1, Carson-Newman 1 on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Colton Kaysen has been doing Colton Kaysen things again. He's only allowed a single base hit in this contest and a run to score. Now that came off that double that was the lone base hit. A sac bunt pushed him to third and an RBI reach on error. Ended up giving him a tied game at 1. Evan Grant, Dawson Anderson, and Alec Yount lead off the inning. A foul ball to start the inning on the 50th pitch of Kaysen's day here in the 6th. Somebody's going to need to score in the next 2 innings, otherwise we'll head into the 8th inning, which here is considered extras. The 0-1 swing and a miss for strike 2, a scheduled 7-inning game as game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1 of our doubleheader today started at exactly noon, so it's been about 4 hours and 35 minutes since game 1 of our doubleheader began. A ball will miss downstairs, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Called strike down the middle, and Grant will go down looking. That's the first out of the 6th inning for Mars Hill. Strikeout number 4 for Colton Kaysen and the first backwards K in the score sheet. Catcher Dawson Anderson had an incredible game in game 1. First pitch, he's going to bloop it into right field through the right side of the infield. It's the second hit of the day for the Mars Hill Lions. Singled through the right side is Anderson. First pitch is fouled off from Alec Yount for strike 1. Yount in game 1 of this doubleheader went 1 for 5. With a strikeout. Shortstop looking for his first hit of the series finale. Pickoff back to first, but Anderson is back in safely. The 0-1. Just missing outside. Count goes even. One offering on the way. It's taken inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Another pitch on the way from Colton Kaysen on the 2-1 with a runner at first. Comes inside and will plunk him. Yount gets hit by the pitch. Anderson will advance up to second, and there's 2 runners aboard with 1 out. We'll bring up Walker Fox. Tom Griffin will come out to have a conversation with his freshman pitcher, Colton Kaysen, in his final appearance before postseason ball. For Mars Hill, it will be their final game of the season, ineligible for postseason play, and this is the end of the schedule for the Lions. More or less, this 7-inning contest in a rubber match to try to beat number 17 Carson-Newman in a series is their Super Bowl. And it's a long mound visit with the entire infield coming in. Tom Griffin will try to pep up his crew. The infielders fan back out, and it's just Delgado and Kaysen left on the island. So this will start the Walker Fox at bat. Walker Fox went 4 for 5 in game 1 of this doubleheader. He's 0 of 2 so far. It's always difficult third time through the batting order for any pitcher. First pitch will miss low, ball 1. The 1-0 offering taken too far upstairs for ball 2. Third base is empty, but it would get to Tarek Bumgardner, the designated hitter, should Kaysen surrender a walk here. 2-0, this one's hit well towards center field. Trey Miller lets it drop in front of him. The Lions go station to station, and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded with 1 out for Tarek Bumgardner. Should he reach, Peyton Starkey stands on deck. Bumgardner 0 for 2 with a ground out to first unassisted and a strikeout. The Eagles looking for a double play ball, for a strikeout, for a pop out, anything to stop the runners from moving. First pitch swinging, a high pop-up, shallow right field. It is Spencer Williams. The Lions will not test the arm as the throw is cut off. Bases remain loaded, but now with 2 outs for Peyton Starkey. Starkey is 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out. He's been seeing the ball well all series. Got 2 hits in game 1 of the doubleheader, had 2 hits yesterday on Friday. First pitch, ground ball, foul up the third base side. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. The Lions have yet to leave a runner on base. Carson-Newman 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error, have left 3. The 0-1 offering, a high pop-up towards second base to get out of the jam. Cole Nathan puts the squeeze on it, and the Carson-Newman Eagles get out of a bases-loaded 1-out jam and stop any runs from scoring. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. 3 runners left on base for the Lions. Bottom 6 on tap on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Sixth inning of play. Colton Kaysen went 6 innings. He wears number 25 for Carson-Newman, who wears number 25 for Mars Hill, none other than starting pitcher Jake Wagner, who's back out for his 6th inning of work. Trying to keep the Eagles at bay, but taking on the heart of the order, Spencer Williams, Logan Floyd, and Cole Nathan. And it will be Spencer Williams, who's 0 for 1 today, to lead things off. The left-handed hitting right fielder for Carson-Newman, one of the only lefties in the lineup. First pitch taken outside, ball 1. Wagner had an 0-4 record entering today's game with a .995 ERA as Williams sends this one on a ride to left field. This one will hit off the base of the wall. Spencer Williams has extra bases on a double to left field. Like the DVD logo hitting the corner of the TV, that one just hit the very base of the wall. And it was Grant who tracked it down, thought it would hit off the wall, and he was partially right, just hit right in that corner, and it's extra bases for Williams leading into the Logan Floyd at bat. A leadoff double for the right fielder Williams. Floyd a chance to drive him in. First pitch taken low for ball 1 on pitch 70 of the afternoon. Wagner has sunk his ERA about 1.5 runs. Started at a .995 today. He's down to an .860. A swing and a miss. Floyd swinging out of his shoes. And the count's even. Time is called. Tom Griffin wants to have a word with Logan Floyd. Cole Nathan does stand on deck. After him, it's Aiden Gibson. So we'll see if there's any fancy dramatics or any fancy play calls following this meeting between the third base coach and head coach Tom Griffin and the batter Logan Floyd. Floyd steps into the batter's box. The delivery, it's ripped down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Ruled by James Warfield, the third base umpire, just landing to the left of the foul line. That'll move the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So Jake Wagner can breathe a sigh of relief as instead of a run-scoring extra base hit, it will turn into a loud strike 2, and really difficult to tell on our angle there. Did look like it was maybe a ball to the left of the line. The 1-2 comes inside and plunks him. Fastball went on the square of the back. And it puts 2 runners aboard for Cole Nathan. And time will be called here for another mound visit between Zach Honeycutt and Jake Wagner. Last game we saw a complete game victory for the starting pitcher Dylan Vega. Mars Hill looking to avoid having any depth of their bullpen in this contest as well. Have not seen many Mars Hill pitchers in general this series. You take a look at the last game, Dylan Vega, the complete game victory, went 9 innings, allowed 10 hits, 3 runs, 147 pitches for Dylan Vega. I mean, it was just, we have not seen anything like that from any opponent from Carson-Newman at all this season overall. So for Vega to have a complete game victory and throw 147 pitches, which, by the way, 96 of them went for strikes. And Wagoner will be left into the ballgame with pitch 74 to Cole Nathan on tap. Shows bunt, but fouls it back near the TrackMan computer. Wagoner looking to keep Carson-Newman off the scoreboard. Nathan batting .411 this season with runners in scoring position. The 0-1, called strike, taken low. So no balls, 2 strikes, still nobody out in the frame in the bottom of the 6th. The delivery is chopped foul up the third baseline. So an 0-2 count, 2 runners aboard. Wagoner trying to induce something to help him get out of the frame. And that certainly won't help. Cole Nathan dumps it into left center field. Williams will round third. He will score. 2-1 Eagles. An RBI base hit into left center field for Cole Nathan. Floyd advances up to third. Williams scores, and it's 2-1. Eagles in front. So Carson-Newman has grabbed the lead. Aiden Gibson bats with nobody out and runners at the corners, and a chance for the Eagles to put up a crooked number. First pitch to Gibson is high and tight. He has to duck out of the way of the pitch. It had a little bit of awkward movement on it, and it's a 1-0 count. First pitch, or second pitch of the at-bat, is taken for a strike. Pitch 80 on tap. The 1-1. This is hit well towards right field. Fox ranges back at the warning track. This one hits off the wall. Floyd scores. Nathan pulls into third where the red light is on. And it's a double into right field for Aiden Gibson. Another RBI, and it's now 3-1 Eagles. Gibson, a solid piece of hitting as he puts a double into right field in between the Carson-Newman baseball billboard and the scoreboard. And this is the second mound visit of the inning. That will be the day for Jake Wagoner after allowing 4 straight batters to reach. He'll be pulled before the Seth Benner at bat. We'll let you know who the new Lion on the hill is when we return on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network. J.D. Lewis pops into the ball game. The junior right-hander from Waxhaw, North Carolina, transfer from Catawba Valley Community College, will pop into the game. Last appeared in a ball game against Emory and Henry on April 19th, where he went an inning and a third, allowed 2 hits and 1 run to score. He's gone a couple of outings with the inability to get through a scoreless outing. His last scoreless outing came when he only pitched a third of an inning against Limestone. The last outing where he pitched an inning or more without allowing a run came all the way back on March 14th in a road contest at Newberry. So Lewis looking to settle in, but he inherits 2 runners in scoring position. Lewis will look to help Mars Hill get out of the frame with minimal damage. For Carson-Newman, they have turned the next inning into what could be their last, and we'll get a pinch hitter here for Seth Benner as well. Tanner Kilgore takes over. The runner at second, Aiden Gibson. Cole Nathan over at third. First pitch to Kilgore is taken inside for ball 1 from J.D. Lewis. 1-0 taken downstairs and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Lewis has yet to find the strike zone. The 2-0 swing and a miss. And it goes for strike 1. Eagles looking to clinch the series with a win here. They have turned the next half inning into what could be the last of the ball game. And Mars Hill, who entered this half inning, there's a pop fly into shallow left field. Charging in is Grant, the left fielder. He'll reach up and make the play. But Mars Hill came into this half inning with a tied game, expecting to hold on and take it to the 7th to try to take the lead. And instead it is turned into Carson-Newman scoring a run, and the Lions are now down to their final 3 outs when they enter the top of the 7th. After the pop out, it will bring up Ryan Bolton. First pitch taken for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Time called. Carson-Newman has already cashed in for 2 runs as there's a ground ball. That gets up the middle. It's a RBI base hit. Make it a 2 RBI single for Ryan Bolton. Gibson and Nathan cross the plate, and it's 5-1 Carson-Newman. Gibson scores from second, Nathan from third, and Carson-Newman cashes in for another 2 runs. Bolton now 2 for 3 and collects a couple RBI. And it brings up Frankie Delgado, who's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging, runner goes. The throw down, tag cannot be made as he didn't hold on to the ball, and Bolton will get a stolen base. Look back towards second. Here's the 0-1 offering. Downstairs will miss for ball 1. 5-1, Eagles in front. Mars Hill will need to score 4 or more in the 7th as Delgado bloops it down the left field line, but foul. All 4 runs that have scored this inning go on the line of Jake Wagner. Wagner went on a little bit of a roller coaster ride in terms of ERA today. 1-2. Ball away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wagner started today's game with a .995 ERA, got it down to around the mid-8s, and because of this inning, it has ballooned back up to a .979. Delgado hits one the opposite way into left field. The red light's on for Bolton. Runners are at the corners. Brings up Trey Miller after back-to-back singles. 4 runs have already crossed the plate. All 4 runs that crossed the plate were the responsibility of starter Jake Wagner. Both runners who are on base currently are the responsibility of current reliever J.D. Lewis. Miller, a .319 hitter on the season, fouls off the first pitch he sees. He's still looking for his first hit of the ball game after he's grounded out twice. Ball downstairs, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Delgado at first, Bolton at second for the Eagles. Miller looking to drive them in as well. The offering is a ground ball through the left side of the infield, cashing in for another run. It's an RBI single for Trey Miller. Delgado up to second, Bolton scores. The Eagles well on their way to a series victory, and it looks like that will be the day for J.D. Lewis as Zach Honeycutt comes out of the dugout to pull J.D. Lewis from the ballgame. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we return on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Reed Withers takes over on the hill for Mars Hill. Clemens, North Carolina native out of Catawba Valley Community College, the right-handed arm. Last appeared on the bump for Mars Hill against Emory and Henry, where he went 3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs. However, only one of those runs were earned. Had a good outing against nationally ranked Belmont Abbey. Pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, but no runs to score. So Reed Withers looking to get Mars Hill out of this inning, in which the Eagles have now brought 9 batters to the plate. Ryan Jenkins will become the 9th batter of the inning. And then Spencer Williams, who led off the inning with a double, is currently in the on-deck circle. Trey Miller is at first. Frankie Delgado is at second for the Williams at bat. First pitch misses on a throw down to third, and it's a nice solid and double steal for Carson-Newman. So now 2 runners in scoring position after the double steal attempt, trying to throw off the rhythm of Reed Withers early. The 1-0 missing down low, and it's a 2-0 count. Carson-Newman has stolen 3 bases in this game, caught stealing once. Carson-Newman around middle of the pack when it comes to stolen bases. The 2-0 offering missing low and inside for ball 3. Entering today's doubleheader, Carson-Newman had stolen 58 bases on 83 attempts, are now up to 61 on the season. Just a little more than 1 per game on average. And another miss on ball 3. That loads the bases as Ryan Jenkins gets aboard. Back to where we started this inning with. We started with the heart of the order. It's Spencer Williams coming back to the dish. Williams today 1 for 2. Doubled, walked, and grounded out. Now he has a chance with the bases loaded to increase his regular season stats. A foul ball puts strike 1 on the board for Carson-Newman, barring a comeback by Mars Hill in the top of the 7th in the next inning. Could very well be their final offensive inning of the 2025 regular season. The 0-1 called a strike, and it's an 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base for Mars Hill. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 3 runners left aboard for Carson-Newman. The 0-2. This is hit back up the middle. More runs will score. In is Delgado. Miller will follow right behind. It's a 2 RBI single for Spencer Williams. Make it 8-1. Jenkins, who was at first, only can get up to second. And there's runners at first and second now for the Eagles, putting up a crooked number, a 7 spot here in the bottom of the 6th. And it brings up Logan Floyd. First pitch to Floyd is taken inside for ball 1. 7 runs here in the bottom of the 6th, and Carson-Newman, I'm sure the coaching staff is wondering where that offense was a game ago. (1-0) chopping ball foul. Carson-Newman has put up a lot of crooked numbers against opponents this season. By comparison, much more than they have allowed. Last inning of 6 runs or more came against UVA Wise on the road on the 8th of this month. The 1 and only 10 spot. Floyd puts a ride into this one towards left center field. It's at the warning track. It's off the top of the wall and buried into the gravel on the warning track. A run crosses the plate. Williams can only make it up to third, and it's an RBI double to put 8 runs up in the inning. Jenkins scores, Williams up to third, and there's 2 runners in scoring position for Cole Nathan. A run is now crossed on the responsibility of the new pitcher, Reed Withers, and an intentional walk will put Nathan aboard. So the base is loaded now for Aiden Gibson. By the way, after all of this, after 8 runs have scored and the bases have become reloaded, worth mentioning there's still only 1 out in the inning. First pitch comes inside and misses for ball one from Withers to Gibson. 9-1, bottom of the sixth. The 1-0 fouled back for strike one. 12 pitches for Withers in relief. He's already faced 4 complete batters if you include Cole Nathan's intentional walk in which he didn't throw a pitch. It is the second highest scoring inning for Carson-Newman as this comes right back and hits the pitcher, Reed Withers, in his backside. It's an infield single for Gibson. It's a 9-run inning. And Honeycutt will come out of the dugout, I believe, just to check on his pitcher after he was nailed with the comebacker. So 9 runs have scored in the inning. Honeycutt just wants to make sure that he's okay. Gives a signal, I believe, to his catcher there, and Gibson gets the RBI single. The most runs scored in an inning for Carson-Newman at home this season, as the 10 spot against Wise was on the road. First pitch to Tanner Kilgore is taken for a called strike. That was a 16-2 7-inning win for Carson-Newman in that road game against Wise. The 0-1, big swing and a miss for strike two. Tanner Kilgore has been the only out this inning when he popped out to left field. That 10 spot against Wise, by the way, came in the third of that contest. The 0-2 swung on and missed yet again on a drop third strike, tagged out by the catcher in Anderson, and there's out number 2. Both outs have been produced by the DH, Tanner Kilgore. Brings up Ryan Bolton. He's 2 for 3. First pitch low and away for ball one. The 1-0 offering right down the middle for strike two. One and one. The delivery, this one's blasted towards left center field. It's deep at the warning track. This one hits off the base of the wall. All 3 runs will score. It's a bases clearing 3 RBI double for Ryan Bolton. Gibson scores from first, Nathan scores from second, Floyd from third, and it is 13-1 and a 12 spot here in the bottom of the 6th. Frankie Delgado comes back up to the plate. He had an RBI single, a 2 RBI single earlier this inning. First pitch to Delgado is fouled off for strike one. It is the highest scoring inning for Carson-Newman this season. And the score is 13-1. A high pop-up. This should end the inning. Grant camps underneath it, will reach up and make the catch. And that ends a 12 spot. We came into this inning tied at 1. We come out of it with a 12-run Carson-Newman lead. Final 3 outs for the Lions when we return on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopSeeAndEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Welcome you back here on the Eagle Sports Network. Colton Glick takes over on the hill for Carson-Newman. Glick trying to slam the door on the regular season for Carson-Newman. Will be making just his 4th appearance out of the bullpen this year. 2 innings pitched combined with a 13.50 ERA. Last appeared against UVA Wise on the 8th. Did not allow a run in an inning, did allow 2 hits to the Highland Cavaliers. Also appeared against Charleston and on the road against Young Harris. It's Matson set to lead things off. He fouls off the first pitch he sees against Glick. Carson-Newman really impressing in the last inning, putting up a 12 spot as Matson fouls one off to put the count at 0-2. Matson is 0 for 1 after he lined out and had a sacrifice bunt. He'll ground one over to the shortstop Jenkins. Throw on to first is in time, and a 6-3 ground out for out number 1. Jackson Jones, the next to grab a bat. He's 0 for 2, reaching on an error and flying out to center field. Colton Glick looking to get through a scoreless inning to put a cap on the regular season. Slider misses outside for ball 1. The left-handed pitcher, Colton Glick. The 1-0 called a strike down low. Counts even, 1 ball and 1 strike. So the 1-1, that misses low yet again. 2 balls and a strike. Make it a 3-1 count. A big cut and a miss. And Jones was looking to send that one into the deep outfield. Instead comes up empty. 3-2. Puts one into left field the opposite way for the left-handed hitting center fielder, and this one will land into the glove of the left fielder, Ryan Bolton. Jason White will come out to have a pitching change. Colton Glick gives a hug to his catcher and to Jason White. That'll put a cap on his regular season. And we'll bring in Colby Phillips. And for Colton Glick, his likely final appearance here in Mossy Creek in his career, the senior was honored in a ceremony this morning for the Carson-Newman seniors. We'll get you to know more about the new Eagle pitcher when we return on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Colby Phillips in the game. He's already thrown 2 pitches while we were in commercial break, and it's a 1-1 count. A swing and a miss makes it a 3rd pitch for strike 2. Colby Phillips, another senior who is honored receiving his bachelor's in mathematics. He was honored in a morning ceremony before game 1 and will have his final regular season appearance on the mound here in Mossy Creek. The 1-2 dribbled foul to keep the count at 1-2. Now the Eagles still holding out hope that they can get a chance to host the SAC tournament. Would require Anderson beating LR. But if not, this could be the final game for the 16 seniors here in Mossy Creek. A ball downstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Colby Abbott, Andrew Bench, Nick Castellana, Evan Selich, Blake Cooper, Frankie Delgado, Colton Glick, who we just saw come in and pitch, and Luke Goforth make up half of that list of seniors. The 2-2 called strike 3. Carter Potts strikes out looking to end it. Colby Phillips gets the strikeout. Other than that, it was Xavier Hart, Trey Miller, Ethan Patch. Colby Phillips, who just got that final out. Colton Reynolds, Jeb Schuler, Dallin Turner, and Spencer Williams being honored in a ceremony prior to game 1. And that will do it here in game 2. Carson-Newman wins the series against Mars Hill, winning the 7-inning contest 13-1 over the Lions of Mars Hill. Scoreboard watching is on. Carson-Newman fans will be locked into the series between Lenore Ryan and Anderson. Well, that'll do it for our coverage here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. And, well, depending on how that series down in Anderson goes, that could be it for presentations of the Eagle Sports Network in the 2024-2025 academic year. So just for our entire Carson-Newman Sports Network and Athletic Communications crew, I'm Tyler Katz saying so long from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. For one more time, your final score, Carson-Newman 13, Mars Hill 1. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next year. I